Hi, Dan Benamos here. I'm going to share with you in just a few minutes an easy way to increase your profitability significantly, just like that. I want you to look at these two formulas that we're going to put up on the screen. The first one, 100 minus 80 equals 20. Underneath that, put minus 16. Underneath that, 20 minus 16 is 4. Now, to the right, we have 140 minus 112 equals 28. Under the 28, let's put 22.4. So we got 28 minus 22.4 equals 5.6. All right, so you've got these two formulas right next to each other. Do you recognize what they are yet? What this really is a profit and loss statement. So let me show you. We're going to put between the 100 and the 140, write the word sales or revenues. Underneath that, you can abbreviate cost of goods sold, COGS. Underneath that, we have GP, or gross profit. Underneath gross profit, we have expenses. And then the bottom line, the proverbial bottom line, is net income. Now, the formula on the right represents a 40% increase in sales over the formula on the left. I kept everything else the same. Cost of goods stayed at 80%. 80% of 140 is 112. I kept expenses at 16% of sales. 16% of 140 is the 22.4. And notice the only difference is we've got an increase on the bottom line of 40%. Now I'm going to show you a very easy way to improve your profitability. But first, would you agree that increasing your sales 40% is a really, really hard thing to do? I agree with you. It is a very hard thing to do. But here's another way we can improve your profitability. Let's take the 16, all right, for expenses. Let's cross it out and let's change it to 14.4. So we have 20 minus 14.4, so that changes the bottom number now from 4 to 5.6. What did we just do? What we did was we decreased expenses by just 10%, and by doing that, we increased profitability 40%. Now that's a heck of a lot easier thing to do, because what we have found in dealing with pharmacy owners for many, many years, hundreds of pharmacy owners, is that there is on average about 10 to 12% fat in their expenses. And if we can clean that up 10%, you can improve your profitability 40% without adding a single dollar to sales. Now that's something to think about. That's a great way to get started. And that's the best part about it is when we reduced sales, when we reduced expenses by 1.6, notice that entire amount went right to the bottom line. So there's a dollar for dollar benefit for doing that. So think about that. You want to put more money in your pocket right away? Look at your expenses and what can you get rid of? What's a need versus a want? Can we find it somewhere else for less money? Think about those sort of things, and you can begin improving the profitability of your pharmacy right away. Hope this was helpful.